The chairperson,
with 27 suspected corona cases in the country having returned negative results, anxiety still grips the nation, with the latest suspected case reported in Eldoret. The outcome of samples taken from a nurse who doubles up as an athlete are awaited with bated breath. The nurse, who arrived from Nigeria, showed symptoms of the deadly virus that has so far claimed 4,386 lives. The chief executive of the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital, Dr. Wilson Arwasa, where the nurse sought treatment, allaying fears, saying the nurse had been put on self-quarantine as a precautionary measure as test results are waited upon.
I wish to assure the members of the public that we do not have any case in MTRH that meets the case definition for suspected COVID-19 infection. The patient who is referred to that came to MTRH this morning had been to Lagos, Nigeria more than a month ago, and therefore does not meet that definition of this case.
The Chair of the Senate conclude.
Health Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe, who appeared before the joint committees of the Senate and the National Assembly, assuring the nation that the government was on top of its game, even though there was a moment of shame when it emerged that the toll number given to report incidents was not working.
The person you have called is not reachable.
Yes.
We will notify you when the mobile subscriber is back.
A parent of one of the students confined in Wuhan, China, brought her case to the committee. She was pleading the case of the 90 students whom she said was struggling. Kagwe, however, said the government had last week sent 10 million shillings to cater for the student needs.
They have now completed 60 days without seeing their relatives, without getting out from the dormitories. They are so stressed.
He would defend the government's reluctance to evacuate them, saying countries like the United States, which had hastily evacuated their nationals, were now grappling with increasing numbers of positive cases of the COVID-19.
There are 1,500 Kenyans in the epicenters in Verona and Milan. There are 1,500 of them. What do we do? These are the questions we are grappling with on a daily basis and addressing them not just one situation, but holistically.
Members of Parliament and those of the County Assembly were implored to sensitize the masses on the virus and its prevention. Meanwhile, the Council of Governors now say all the 47 counties are prepared to deal with any cases of the deadly virus.
All 47 counties have received 5,000 personal protective equipment kits from the Ministry of Health for their healthcare workers.
The World Health Organization has since declared the outbreak of the COVID-19 as a pandemic, even as countries were called upon to take urgent and decisive action. 114 countries have since been hit as infections rose to 122,237. And as the government continues to maintain heightened surveillance at all its ports of entry and by leaving nothing to chance, countries that continue to report increased numbers of infections hope the virus will be responsive to the treatment to avert a crisis. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV, Parliament Buildings, Nairobi.